Hello everybody, I am the OG Gamer, and welcome, I guess technically welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. So I started a playthrough of this a while back on my PS4, but it wasn't great quality, and I was basically having to live stream it. So we're going to basically start over. Now I know some of y'all are probably wondering, well, what about Jak 2? Because, you know, I started it, well, I kind of messed up. And I'll explain a bit more on how I messed up in a minute. Let's go ahead and hit the start button and just get right into this. Apparently he was supposed to talk to me here. Okay, here we go.
Hey Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Alright, so yeah, basically the circle button's kind of like the action button for this game. But anyways, what I was saying about Jak 2, so I am going to get back to it. I just had to do some work first on it, because so I recorded episode 2, right? And it was all well and good, except when I went back to play,
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention, you'll be fried to a crisp.
Thank you, Bentley. Anyways, where was I? Right, so...
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Behind the red door, got it. That's the green door. Another green door. There's the red door. Yeah, let me go ahead and get the...
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
Indeed there is, Bentley, indeed there is. How insightful you are. Yeah, you want to smash everything you can in here. Trust me, you need the coins. The coins are going to come in handy. Because these coins, what happens, if I remember right, when you get, I think it's 100 of them. Hold on.
This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
It's 937. But yeah, so when I went to record the second episode, I went to play it back, and I had no mic audio. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go back and start a new game save.
You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
But I'm going to have to basically start a whole new save and get back to where I was at the beginning of that video. It's going to be a major pain, but I'm willing to do that. Alright. Oh, there's Carmelita Fox.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Alright, time to go. Yeah, because she will fry us to a crisp with that gun. And I don't feel like sticking around and finding out what that's going to feel like. Ooh, that was close. How about we not? Alright.
Me, raccoon!
Such a cartoonish game, I swear.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things. I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Yep. Before we do go though, like I said, I am going to get back to Jack 2. But what I'm going to have to do is start a new game save and make my way up to where I was before, at the end of the last video I did. And then I'll probably start picking back up on those episodes. But yeah, I was kind of, you can imagine how mad I was with a 36-minute episode and everything. And then I went to stop recording and I went to play it back, because I always play it back just for safety's sake. And there was no mic audio. But anyways, let's hop right into this, shall we?
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Okay. I love how each thing acts like it's an episode of a show. I think that's just so cool. Okay, so where are we at, by the way, on time? Oh, we still got plenty of time. Okay. Alright, so from this point forward, we're going to be collecting things known as bottles. Now, these bottles are very important because they will help us obtain abilities. And sometimes they're at the... Oh.
Hey, Sly! I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Indeed. So we're gonna go over here first, because, like I said, we need to get these bottles.
Now this is very interesting. The message we found up here at the top.
Take this guy out.
I'll decipher here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be
Here we go.
to crack the code.
I was gonna say, there had to be a way to get that mask down. No. Alright. Go ahead and jump back over here. Jump here. Got an achievement, get a clue. Oh, we got a thief heeds no warning. Oh, there's more bottles up there. Okay, I see now. I need to go up on that rope. Okay, so we got those bottles now. Go ahead and drop down here. Grab these coins. Like I said, these coins are actually kind of important. Because when you get, I think it's 100 of them, you get a horseshoe. Which is basically like a life.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done worrying? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Yeah, that will come in handy. That will come in handy a lot, I suspect. I don't like that gap. Go on, hit the other one. Hit the other one. There you go. Go ahead and take you out. Go ahead and get that checkpoint.
According to my amphibious positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. The rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Alright. Better watch out for this guy or he'll set us on fire. Take him out. Jump down here, grab these bottles. I keep hitting circle while I'm jumping. Like I double jump and I always hit circle instinctively because I've been playing Jak and Daxter too
Nice
much.
job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
You're gonna be hearing that a lot. That's like the mantra of this game. Jump and hit the circle button. I swear it is the mantra of this game. Hold on, before we do that, let me look around. Are there any bottles here that I may have missed? I don't think so. I think I'm doing pretty good on that. Because in order for me to, because there's a safe at the end of this, in order for me to crack that safe, go ahead and take you out. In order for me to crack the aforementioned safe, I need to get all of those messages in a bottle. Which that will change a little bit later on down the road, but that's going to be a bit before we get that far into the game. Alright, checkpoint. Awesome. Here's the grand question. Can I get through here without dying? Look at that, we're already at 91. 91. 93.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Okay, I need 2 more. I think I know just where they're at. Yep, over there on this lighthouse. Hibbity hobbity. I'm coming for your property.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find that vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it.
Here's the vault.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Alright.
The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
I do wonder if these, because I think I expressed this in my original playthrough, but I do wonder if these codes are set. Of course, I suppose, even if it is, it wouldn't make much of a difference, because until you collect all the clues, you can't open it anyways.
Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
I will showcase that in just a minute. I don't know how much I'll be using it. Honestly, I don't really use a lot of the special moves. Like, unless there's like a very specific purpose for it. Hell, I'll showcase it with this. There we go. What I find interesting is the way the keys look. Alright, so go ahead and open that. But the key kind of looks like a top hat, right? Which makes sense, because it's Raleigh. Except it's not a top hat. That is a ring. It's like a ring around like a beret or something? I'm not entirely sure.
Now might be a good time to mention that hitting the X button twice will give you an extra high jump flip.
Yeah. That would be worth mentioning, considering that for whatever reason I can't seem to mantle this thing. Am I dumb? There we go. Okay. That was weird.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Now, these are like these little hub worlds, is what this is. Oh, I'm going down, okay. I thought that was gonna be like a zip line to the ship. Ah, horseshoes!
You found a lucky charm. That'll
Or
protect
lucky
you when
charm,
you
my
take any
bad.
damage.
My bad. It's a lucky charm. I don't like calling it that because of copyright reasons. Ow. Okay. How much time I got? I think we got time for maybe one area. So we're gonna start with this area right here. I believe it's the high class heist. Yeah, we'll start with this area. We'll probably do this one, and then this is probably gonna be the last last episode.
Look at all this stuff. It must be worth millions. And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Okay, no bottles hiding here. Couple of bottles there. Well, that's not good. That is less than ideal. You need to take out that alarm. There we go. Alright. Go ahead and take you out. Hop up here. Come on now. I might have an idea. I said I had an idea, I didn't say it was a good idea. Just for the record. I leave a bottle over there. I bet left several here. And now that I'm not being chased by a laser, it might actually be easier for me to go after bottles. You see, there's more over here. It's 20. I think the last 10 are over there around where the key's at. We'll disable the alarms and go from there. There's an extra life over here. Go ahead and grab these bottles here.
Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to
Yeah.
super sneaky thief moves.
Ah, crap, I left the bottle on that pad. Okay, well, we'll have to come back for it. For right now, I'm more concerned with getting to that security thing. least once I get to this thing and get the rest of these bottles. Alright, so now, where is it? Alright, let's go to the safe. But yeah, no, what I'm gonna be doing, basically this will be the game that I'll record if I get stuck on Jack 2 at some point where I can't seem to progress, then I'll switch over to this. Let's go ahead and do this bolt.
To enter the vault code. Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in 436.
436, okay. Why is there a heartbeat in the background? That don't bode well.
Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll. Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Noted. So what he's talking about, I'll actually show, is this. Alright, so now let's roll and roll and roll and roll and... Oh. Ooh, that was close. I almost lost a horseshoe. That would not have been good. Alright, so now we just kind of mosey on around here. Because now we don't have any security to stand in our way. We can get that key. Oh, wrong direction. I keep turning the camera the wrong direction. Here we go. Yeah, look at the key though. Like, what? What is that? Like, that's weird. It almost looks like Rowley's hat, but then that begs the question because like all the other keys look like that too. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyways, go ahead and grab it. See, I just wonder if maybe originally when they made the game, the idea was that each area would have its own individual keys, like key design, and then they scrapped that idea and just left this key design in as like the main one. I don't know. But either way, that's gonna be all for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want more content of this caliber, make sure to hit that subscribe button and light that bell icon. It'll let you know when I upload more content. Also, check out some of my other Let's Plays, such as Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Last of Us, Jack and Daxter, and so on. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!